What's up, people? What's up, people? I thought I'd make a new video today, a new lap. I've been meaning to get to it, but I'm on it now. I'm at it. And I'm gonna dedicate this video to Pops, Millard Roher, AKA Pops, P.O.P., Mama West's husband, Pimp C's stepfather. He got in contact with me on Mama West's birthday. And we was talking about him coming or calling in to the radio show so we could chop it up and tribute Mama. And he was telling me, you know, he was sick. The cancer had came back on him. And then he told me he caught COVID. And I know they said people with underlying health conditions, it really attack them. But I'm thinking, when he called me, he sounded like himself. He sounded a little under the weather, but he sounded like his chipper self. And I know he didn't know that going to the hospital, you know what I'm saying, would be the last time, you know what I'm saying, he talked to everybody or see anybody. And it throws me off. But in memory of Pops, I'm reminded of his life, how he lived and how he loved and how he laughed. You know what I mean? He was a soldier. He was somebody that had lived for decades throughout all types of events, wars, street wars, and just he really lived life. But I'm reminded, and I want to share with y'all and remind y'all to live and to love and to laugh. I remember we were going to Houston in the earlier days. They had a black Toyota Hezeleo. And we were going to visit some of Mama West's friends who was in the industry, a lady by the name of Compadre. Salute to Compadre and her husband, Compadre and her family. And they had a nice big distribution building and whatnot. And Mama was trying to ink me a deal there. So we were taking multiple trips during the week, go and interact with them, go to clubs and promote and just do different things. But one night we went to a club in the hood. I forgot the name of it, but it was fired up and we had a great time. And when we went back to Compadre house, we were like, we need to go ahead and sleep over because it's late. But Mama said she had something to do early in the morning, so she wanted to go back to Port Arthur. And Pop's like, well, let's just chill out, and in the morning, we'll get up fresh and we'll go. She like, I want to be there. You know what I mean? So we jump in the whip after the club. I think it was called Club Rhythms or something. It don't even matter. It don't even matter, but it was, you know what I'm saying? It was in the hood and it was packed. Like instead of like the whole street being packed and the parking lot being packed, I'm thinking that the club just gonna be super swole because it's just all this traffic. But you know what I'm saying? It was a smaller club and there was no way they could have fit all them people in there. But that's either here or not there. So basically we shoot back to PA and we flying, Pop's driving. His famous phrase was, I'll take you there, or I'll carry you there. If you had to go somewhere, Pop straight up told you, I'll carry you there. And he meant that. He jump in the driver's seat and do what he got to do. He might be doing 100, but he gonna do what he got to do. And we was on the highway, headed back. I think we was going down like 59 or something. And so we headed back, and we flying, and I'm dozing off in the back seat. But then I hear this crazy noise, and I feel, you know what I'm saying, the car shaking and rattling, and everybody going down the highway flying. You know, Houston traffic. And even though it was late in the morning, there still was a lot of, early in the morning, there still was a lot of whole, lanes full with traffic. And so we didn't have a blowout. And so when we had the blowout, we wasn't near a feeder. We were near a medium, but in the middle of the road, and it started with a little V, and it came out a little wide, but it wasn't wide because you could exit and get off the highway, or you could stay on the highway. And then it had the medium in the middle, which was the concrete barrier. But the little V in the triangle was just big enough for us to make it into it and park the Toyota there. And I'm thinking they finna call roadside, you know what I mean? And Pop's like, easy, me and you can get out and change that tire. I'm like, man, traffic going crazy. Man, I don't want to get out there and change no tire. That shit too dangerous. Pops is laughing like we in a messed up position basically, but Pops is laughing. I'm talking about he busting my side, making jokes, talking about we gonna get out there and be cranking that hoe up in an 18-wheeler, just going like he just going crazy. And we actually like we're in a bad position, but because he was so able just to laugh at adversity, man, we got out there and changed that tire. And I'm talking about cars was like close. I could feel the wind from the cars. That's how close they was when they were passing. But we got out there, and with him making jokes and just making light of the situation, it was a breeze. We changed the tire like it wasn't nothing. But that's just one episode of what I remember from his personality and from what God put inside of him. He been through a lot, but he was able to laugh. He was able to find humor in some of the most crazy predicaments. He was light. He was lighthearted. But another thing, he showed love. And today, it seemed like a huge majority of people are afraid to do that. They're afraid to show love. And I don't know if they think showing love is tied to weakness, because that's what some movies and just certain cultural phrases might tie to. I remember a movie, was it Get Rich or Die Trying? And they said showing love will get you killed. That would make any young mind think, oh no, I could never show no love. I gotta make sure I show hate or whatever. I could just never show no love. But these days, man, you see how unpredictable things are. You know, like the song say, one day you here and then you gone. But like my brother, you know, he's an elder, Pops, he's gone. But the memories he left that's fresh on my mind and fresh on my heart is he lived. He showed love. And he wasn't afraid to laugh. He wasn't afraid to show love. He wasn't afraid to live. He wanted to be excited. He loved going to shows with us. He loved taking us to events and just different places we need to be in. And that made him happy. And I remember when he seen us lock up like Voltron, when the whole posse, it just came together. Pimp put it together. And when he put it together and we all would be around each other. I seen Mama, I seen Pops at their happiest to see all of us unified, all of us together. No bickering, no beefing, just some extraordinary G's from different states, different cities coming together on one accord for a purpose. And I know that concept, it still lies in a lot of our hearts, but it'll never be again. But it did happen. And Pops held on to that concept, hoping that it could be reality until the day he passed. Every time I talked to him, he always was thinking about unifying. How can we get y'all back together? How can we, he was in love with that concept, and ain't nothing wrong with that, because when it happened, I loved it too. You know what I mean? But he held on to that until the day he passed. And I got that call at 3 or 4 in the morning. But I want to remind y'all, like I say, what he inspired and left a mark on me, again, was to live. Live, take risks, take chances, go, and show love and laugh. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to be goofy, man. Don't be afraid to be yourself. If you find yourself to be an oddball, a goofball, be yourself. Don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to show love. You see somebody you so-called a friend post something, click it, like it. You know what I mean? Tell them something. Hey, tell them something encouraging and keep it moving. Or engage with them. But these days, we call ourselves friends and we call ourselves family, but we forget to show the glue that hold that together. We forget to show love. You know what I mean? Your people going through something all the time. An older person told me, if you ain't in a storm, you're about to approach a storm, or a storm is coming. It's always a storm. So people always going through something. I'm not saying be the crutch, but I'm saying inspire. You know what I mean? Provoke change, provoke thought, show love. Now, some people, something inside of them, they crabby. You know what I mean? They hateful. They ugly. I'm not going to spend my time trying to figure that out. I'm not going to waste my life trying to figure out why some people wake up in the morning and they act like they just ate a shit sandwich. They mad at the world. They ready to go off on anybody that they interact with. They quick to judge. They quick to criticize. I'm not going to spend my life or my time, wasting my life or my time trying to change that type of person, or spending time dealing with that type of person. Because, be honest with you, when I wake up in the morning, it's joy in my heart. It's love in my heart. You know what I mean? It's solutions in my heart. And I'm not afraid to show that. You know what I mean? I'm strong enough to show love. I'm strong enough to hold down the negativity and the hate and to let love be on the surface. Because I know I could protect that. I'm strong enough to protect that. So when I show that gesture is not frail. That gesture is not flimsy. That gesture is strong. There's strength behind that gesture. Because when you show love, that means you're somewhat attached. And ain't nothing wrong with doing it. So, show your love. Leave us those memories. Why not? You know what I mean? Why not? Because when you pass away, the first thing happen is it come to a person's mind, what did they get out of you? What did they get from you? How did they perceive you? You know what I mean? And if you leave everybody with a great impression, just like I'm doing now, all they can do is keep it trill and speak highly of your name. I wouldn't want nobody saying, oh, that was a big, bitter, ugly dude. He was hateful. He was mean. He was evil. He was sour. Nah. That ain't what I want to leave behind. What I want to leave behind is what I've been seeing on the low while I'm here. Praise. Celebration. Salute. Admiration. Goodness. You know what I mean? Love. Because the thing is, what you put out, most of the time is what you're going to get back. So when you see somebody elevating in life, financially, emotionally, spiritually, whatever it may be, and they celebrate. These days we come to these posts, we come to these feeds on social media, and we somewhat celebrate. Sometimes we tone it down thinking about what others may feel. But I'm here to tell you, however you want to celebrate, turn it up. Because there are people in the world that want to show love with nothing expected in return. I love to see accomplishments, achievements, constructions, new ideas. You know what I'm saying? New designs. I love to see that. If you posting all this here type of stuff, I'm never, look that, look. No. I'm like, boom, hey, that's hey man, my nigga getting it. Boom. Oh man, she doing it, she happy. Boom. Oh man, they happy as a couple. Boom. Because I'm not afraid to show love. Here it is. When the shoe is on your foot and you excelling, you creating, you developing, you in a good relationship, you happy spiritually, you together mentally, and you come to that post and you say, man, I just got my mind right. Man, say, man, I just did this here. I graduated or whatever. What if the love you didn't show didn't come back to you? You're going to feel some kind of way. So it's simple. What you want in return, give it. Put it out there. Show love. It's enough hate. You see what's going on in the world. Everybody in the uproar over all this invisible ass motherfucking, what is it? Somebody's gonna hurt you. Somebody's taking something from you. Something you have is in jeopardy. You're at risk of what? That's people who's sick in the mind. That's paranoid people who's sick in the mind. And then you see it's thousands of them. It ain't just a small group. It's thousands of them. This invisible threat while people minding their business, taking care of their business, you got a whole portion of the country in an uproar over this invisible threat. I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm blind with my eyes open because I don't see it. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Like I said earlier, some people wake up in the morning like they ate a shit. I ain't gonna say, I'm gonna say it. They wake up in the morning like they ate a shit sandwich. Stay away from them type of people, man. You know what I'm saying? Stay away from them. Because they'll sink your battleship. They will provoke you. You know what I mean? They will instigate and agitate and provoke you. Trick you out your spot. Because something inside of them got them feeling ugly all the time. And they see you full of joy, full of love, full of God. They don't like that. So they wanna do something to provoke you. Keep smiling. Keep taking care of your business. Keep being real. Keep being trill. And show love. I'm not telling you if somebody, come within your comfort zone and mean you harm, that love's supposed to say, oh, brother, why art thou approaching me acting ugly? I'm trying to show you love. No. Showing yourself love then is protecting yourself. Busting them up head. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not telling you to be weak. But I'm telling you to show love. When you see your brother or your sister or your homeboy or your friend and family making these beautiful posts, I just bought a new car. I just bought a new house. I just got my teeth fixed. Show love. Because you too will be doing all these things. You will be accomplishing things if you in the game. And I ain't talking about no street game. I'm talking about in the game of life. If you play the game of life, meaning you breathing this oxygen every day and you getting out here trying to get your slice of the pie, well, guess what? While you gathering, you gonna get some. You gonna get a stockpile. And you're going to sit back and you're going to look at it one day and you might take a picture of it and say, look, my stockpile. I'm feeling good about my stockpile. Somebody going to come on there and, hey, I like your stockpile. You did that. Keep going. Matter of fact, triple that stockpile. You know what I mean? People with love in their heart, they don't want to see people without. They want to see people with abundantly. So when you posting cars and clothes and new videos, just know, Hezelee over there thinking, boy, do 10 of them. Boy, I love what you're doing, boy. Hey, get 50 of them. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to get mine. And I want you to feel the way I felt once I got mine. You know what I'm saying? When I post mine and say, hey, man, if I do, I want you to show me some love. Because that's what I put out there. But in memory of Pops, R.I.P. brother, I know that was weird on Mama's birthday. You was going to come to the show or call. I think he was going to call because he was sick. And you couldn't make that call, couldn't reach you. And you went to the hospital. And you never came home. No more pain and no more suffering for that soldier. Y'all remember to live, show love, and laugh. From his life, that's what he left me. And I always remember that. It's been another lap with Hezelee. I'm out.